Hey everyone, this is Anjanette from AJ's Personal Touch. Wanted to get on for a couple minutes. One, because I had a delivery yesterday of something that I want to show you guys before I put it up, and I want to get it up here pretty soon because it's special yarn and, well, special to me yarn, and I have a space to put it, and I've been trying to think of a project to use it all on. And I'm hoping to get started on that sometime in the next couple months, depending on what all I need to do when I find out when my niece knows what shawl she wants for their wedding. Because as soon as she knows that, I have got to get started on her bridal shawl ASAP. Because one, I've never made a shawl before, and two, I don't crochet as fast as some people, and it just may take me a little while, and they're getting married in August. So I want to make sure to have enough time, have it done, have it to her soon enough so when she has fittings and things, she can have it with her if she wants it. Okay. Um, I also came on tonight to let you guys know I have not been feeling the best. So it's the first day since my last post, which I know was only a couple days ago. Um, Actually, I think the day that I filmed that, or maybe it was the day before, I think I may have mentioned that I had a couple pains in my chest area, which feels now more like a pinched nerve, so tight muscles, like I was thinking. Because when I described the pain to my friend who does have heart issues, she's like, "Oh, that sounds like when I pinch my nerve," and I was like, "Yeah, okay." I think in terms of tight muscles, and so hearing somebody else say pinched nerve is like, okay, yeah, yeah, okay, sounds like that. The only issue is for me is that I have been sleeping a lot. And actually, the last two nights when it got to this point in time, I was ready to go to bed. I'm a little bit more awake than that, but I actually was looking for something on my computer and kept falling asleep yesterday. That was the whole day long, even after I had just finally gotten up, and it took me forever to get up and out of bed. I didn't feel like I needed to go back to sleep like how I used to be, like last year. If I would get tired, I could sleep a whole day. And that has to do with my sickness and, and everything. But since I've been on new meds and got off of some meds, we found out I was taking too many. And that was due to me getting really, really sick last year and not being able to take my meds for like 5 weeks. And then I told my doctor I wanted to slowly wean back onto them, and we found out that I was having some major side effects due to my meds that weren't really helping me anyway. So we took them out to see how I would do, and I've been doing amazing. Um, Plus, I started my new med that I take. I use the Cabenuva, which I'm sure if you guys watch regular TV, you've seen it a lot. But I'm digressing. I don't want to be on here for a long period of time. I actually am supposed to talk to somebody in a couple minutes on webcam, so I need to get going. I wanted to get this done before it got too late because it seems like ever since the snow started yesterday, everything has been running really slow on my computer. And I'm sure it's because of the weight of the snow on the lines and all of that. Snow plus the rain, which equaled ice on the lines, and so everything's been running slow. And it is the cable because we're having issues with the TV as well. And I totally forgot. I wanted to start this off by those of you who are in this major snow, like I am. Please be safe, stay warm, and stay inside if you can. Um, yeah. Changes in pressure, air pressure, also bother me. Usually I get a migraine, but sometimes it tightens my muscles as well. So I'm also thinking that some of this has to do with that. I am going to take a muscle relaxer tonight before I go to bed, which will really zonk me out, which I really don't need to zonk me out because I have been like out. When I am out, I don't wake back up until something startles me awake, and I've been sleeping for almost a full 8 hours before that happens. And that has been like unheard of in my lifetime for at least a good 10 years or longer, or since I was a kid. I've always been slept late or couldn't sleep at night and then would want to sleep during the day, but I would still get up at a decent time and I would only sleep like a total of 4 to 6 hours at the most. So maybe my body's rearranging and I'm going to be one of those people who can start getting 8 hours of sleep, which would be nice. And then I just got to rearrange my schedule around it. I've hardly done any crocheting the last 2 days because I get started on it, then I get tired and I fall asleep. So it's affecting everything right now. But I want to show you this. One of the main reasons I came on. This is actually, I think, 2 orders from Mace of Skeins. Never heard of Mace of Skeins. Um, it is a channel on YouTube, and the woman who does the channel, her name is Macy. I love her to pieces. She's the same age as my daughter, so it's really cool because since I don't get to see my daughter a lot and I don't get to see her friends at all anymore, it's like reminding me of the time when my daughter and her friends used to hang out here. So she's got their energy. She thinks like them. She talks like them, and it's really nice to watch her. Except for she has an accent. To me, she has an accent because she's from Texas. Well, when I first started watching her, she just had no. I guess she was already a yarn dyer. I went back and watched her stuff before she started dyeing yarn, um, and she just had a podcast about crocheting or knitting, and she knits more than she crochets. So basically, knitting with a little crocheting and other yarny in between things, I think is how she would say it. But then she started dyeing yarn, and I think I've mentioned before the one person who I normally buy hand dyed yarn from is Rebecca from Chemnitz, and she's who helped teach me how to dye yarn myself. So I have my two favorite, and I have said this, I know in the past, my two favorite yarn dyers is Rebecca from Chemnitz and Macy from Mace of Skeins. She did her Valentine collection and got it out, and I have I only have two YouTubers that I have Patreons with, and that's those two, Rebecca and Macy. And both of them give you coupons with your Patreon membership. Rebecca has a scale. It depends on what level you are, how much your coupon is good for. Um, Macy gives you a coupon every month, but she may change the amount that it's worth. Like January, it was worth 22% because we just started the year of 2022. Sometimes it may be 20%, sometimes it might be 25. I don't think it's ever differed from one of the two. I don't think she's ever been lower than that. Um, anyway, and she was really gracious with me too because when I did my first order, I completely forgot about putting the coupon on because I was dealing with all those issues with the cards and I was just so frazzled. I just knew I needed to get this order in. I was able to find the money to use for this because I knew I wanted, as soon as she said she was going to make um, the first thing that I purchased, I just knew that I had to get it. And I watched her on live and knew that she only had so many of the second thing that I purchased. And I knew that I wanted it. So I was like, okay, I need to get that. So I need to order it now. I need to find the money. And I was able to. So I was able to make both of those purchases without using the gift cards because I still don't have either of my two gift cards to use. The one I'm waiting for my husband to take care of it. And the other one we got sent out to send to fraud all the information that they needed last week. So, and that can take up to 90 days before you get a new card. So, here we go. Open this up. I'm hoping that when they send us the cards, they send it with the full amount on them. Because just some things that they said. But anyway, I'll let you know how that goes when it happens. I did not pre-open this, and I don't have anything right here. A little bit. If I can work with this a little bit. Sorry about all the noise, but dummy me did not bring scissors over here. My cat is dead asleep right next to me. Why I didn't want to sit up to get scissors. It would be bothering her, and she would wake up, and then I would have to listen to her cry at me for the next, I don't know how long, until she can fall back to sleep. I thought it was both orders in here, but it may just be the first one. I sent her a message telling her, since I made the second order, like the day after I made this one, that she could go ahead and put them in the same package and send them. But I'm guessing she didn't do that. It's out. Unless she put them all in the same cellophane. Nope, I do not see that. Oh, yes, she did. She put them all in the same cellophane. Right here. Open this. I was hoping that the cellophane would just have the first thing that I ordered in it. The other would be like out in the bag. So put them all in the cellophane. That I want to show you second. Wrote me a little card. Let me see. This right here is her logo. Which I don't know if you're going to see it backwards or not. Nice card in here. She used to write something, but I don't know if she's ever sent me a card like this or not. I got her logo sticker. Let me see, is it the same? Yeah, this is her regular sticker. Whenever she does any kind of box or something, she'll make a special sticker for that box and what the theme of the box is, like her Christmas box or whatever. This is nice. She got new thank yous. She used to be on Etsy, and now she has her own website. So it looks like she's like redone a lot of things because I haven't ordered from her since she's been on the website. And it says Mace of Skeins yarn at the top, and then thank you. Thank you so much for ordering my yarn. I hope you love it. And then it has her information at Mace of Skeins on Instagram, Mace of Skeins yarn at gmail.com, and www.maceofskeins.com. Right there. And then the back just has general information on how to take care of hand-dyed yarns and things like that. And my receipts. And I don't think she wrote anything else on those. Nope. And she does not put the price on here, so I can't tell you. I think, well, I know the original price of both of these. I don't know if either of them have sold out yet. I know she had limited quantities on both of these. Which is why I jumped on the first one as quickly as I could, because the last time I tried to get them from her, they sold out, boom, like that. Now I guess it's not going to lay flat in the set, so I'm going to pull that out too. This is the first thing I ordered, which is her Valentine's Day mini set. I've been trying to collect, well, I got minis because I had gotten Christmas set from Chemnitz. Actually, it wasn't Christmas, it's Hanukkah, because she celebrates Hanukkah. She does a Hanukkah set every year. And I got minis from Macy last year. She did a bag for the spring. I think that had minis in it. Minis, and then it might have had a 50 gram, a 50 gram skein, or it may have had the full 100 with it. I can't remember, but I know I got some minis from Macy before. So she didn't go with the regular sweet tart theme like most people do at Valentine's Day because she had already seen a couple do sweet tart themes. She had the black and the hot pink and the red and the gray already figured out that she was going to do those. And then she asked Patreons, she gave us a multiple choice on what we would like to see as the other skein. And I do know that this was the number one choice because it's the one that I chose, which was she said either she could put an all white skein, and there was different methods of like speckling it, or I think a hot pink with speckles might have been one. I can't remember. There was two different ones with speckles on it, and I picked the white with speckles, and so did other people. And I got a pretty decent skein to show it off because she said most skeins when she hanked them up hid the speckles inside of the hank. So, and I know she was talking about like red and blue or red and purple, maybe speckles, red, pink, and purple, or hot pink and purple. I think might have been the speckle colors. So that was the first thing. And oops, I got her emblem upside down. Um, this was originally $30, and I have it on her fingering base. I usually try to get DK from her when I can, but I realized I thought that quite a few of my knit crates were coming in fingering weight, and they were not. So I have a project that I want to make out of fingering weight, and I'm actually thinking of, with all my minis, of making a shawl out of them. And I believe all of my other minis are fingering weight. I may have one or two that are DK, and I figured to throw those in the shawl, not both together, but like in separate places. That should work fine. Now, the second thing I got, it's also Valentine yarn, and it's 250 grams kit to make up the full 100 grams that she normally has. She does have each of these colors in 100 grams on her page, and I got her upside down again. There you go. And does she have the names on here? Colorway is Love Me, and I think that's because it's both of them put together. But they do each have their own name, and I don't know what they are right now because like I said, I got the set together. But it just says Love Me. I think one is like Love Bug, and I can't remember the other one. I think the pink one is Love Bug, and I can't remember the blue one. But it is a pastel blue and pastel pink, and they both are like, it's like a blue and white with shades of the blue with fadings of it, and then the pink and white with fadings. I just love her yarn. I normally can't afford to buy it very often because, as you guys know, I am on a budget, and I save. I mean, I save in order to get her yarns when I can, and it's normally in the springtime. Um, I do have an order that just came from Rebecca Chemnitz, because the reason why I found out that my cards didn't work is because I found out that she has a like mystery Valentine yarn. She did it last year, but I didn't know, and I think I didn't know because I was really, really sick at this time last year. I had shingles in February last year. So, I think that's why I was offline for quite a while, and I just never saw that she did it. So, She had that, and I was not able to get her Hanukkah box this year. I did the year before, and since I couldn't afford it last year, I promised myself I would try and get it this year, or at least get some kind of special that she did. So as soon as I saw this, Valentine's Day is like one of my favorite holidays, even though I went through a long time in my life that I didn't have a quote Valentine, but my mom taught me when I was little, there are so many people who can be your Valentine. My mom could be my Valentine, my grandma. I loved making my grandma Valentines. Um, your friends. It doesn't have to be, quote, somebody who you are having a relationship with, as in a love relationship. So I usually try to have fun on Valentine's Day, no matter what. Before I met my husband, if I was dating somebody, that would be great. If I wasn't, then my friends and I would try to do something together, or I'd go and spend the evening with my mom. Her and I might go out and have dinner, or something. Um, or I'd just treat it like another day. But my mom always, it wasn't like a huge holiday in our house, but my mom always left us something little so that when my brother and I woke up in the morning on Valentine's Day to get ready to go to school, because it was almost always a school day, it almost always fell during the week. Um, we would have something little at our place, um, where we would sit for our breakfast in the morning. And she'd have a card with her name on it, and then she would just have something little. Like one year I remember, and I treasured these for so long, even though I could never figure out how to put them quite in my hair right. She got me little bobby pins that had red hearts on the end. And I love those bobby pins. And I bet you if I go through my old jewelry, which I have a big box with old jewelry because my mom sold Avon for a very long time, and this was pre-Avon days when I got that from her. Um, but she sold, like I said, Avon. So I have a ton of Avon jewelry that dates back to the 80s, um, which I'm trying to decide what to do with that box because my daughter doesn't. I already told her she could go through it. I don't know if she has or not yet, but I'll let her go through it first. But she's like me. She doesn't wear a lot of jewelry. She doesn't get into that kind of stuff anymore. So, I've got like the danglies, like one of my absolute favorite. It's a dangly set of earrings that has a filigree heart at the bottom. I wore those all the time in high school. I loved those things. Um, I just can't wear earrings anymore unless they're solid gold because it really messes up my ears. I have so many issues with me that I get big bumps in my ears and it hurts. And so I don't wear earrings anymore. I go without them now. My husband got me diamond earrings with gold posts, and I wore those until I lost one. And then I think he got me another set after that, and I think I lost one of those, got lost somewhere or two. And they usually get lost when I have to take them out because I have to go have some kind of a test or surgery or whatever, and you got to take everything out. So now I just don't wear anything except for my wedding ring, and I have to take that off. Oh, and usually I have my leather. I have a leather band that has markings so that I can measure things um, when I crochet and stuff. If I don't have a ruler or the wind up rulers with me, so which has helped me when I take stuff to work on at the doctor's office and stuff, and I don't have a ruler with me. So, on that note, this is the end. I hope you like the yarn. I love it. I am so in love with it. I wanted to squeal, but I didn't because, like I said, I'm not feeling the best. And if I did that, I would also wake up the cat. So I am so excited to see it. I am going to be so excited when I get to open my yarn from Chemnitz. Now, with that, when I finally show it to you, I will not be able to open it on here so you can see my reaction to my first time seeing it because what she does is she does a whole production of, because if you watch her channel, she shows you how to dye yarn. She shows you what she does. Every month she has a dye along where she has a picture that she shows you, and you can take colors out of it. You can dye your own yarn and then send her. She has a way to send her, I think on Facebook, of the yarn that you dyed, and then she tries to put a couple of them up when she does one taping where she shows you what she's making, and then she does another taping at the end of the month where she shows you what other people came up with, and what she does more dyeing later than what she originally showed you, and she shows you all of what she dyed, and then she'll show you pictures of what other people created as well, um, which is really fun to watch. I have not participated in it. I've only so far dyed 4 skeins of yarn, and they've all been more of a tonal where I start with one end and dunk it in, then dunk it in again and go a little farther. Um, so I want to play with speckles and things. I don't have a lot of yarn to dye. I think I have like 6 skeins left because I used one yarn. I dyed it and I gave it to my cousin's daughter. So I guess that makes her second cousin, I think. Um, I never realized I'm not good with how that stuff goes, but I gave it to her because she learned how to knit recently, and I wanted to, give her something nice that she could work with. So she loved it. I made it her favorite color. She ended up not getting it until Thanksgiving this year because it was actually a graduation present for her. And I had been sick for her graduation the year before, so she got it late, but she loved it. So I can't wait to see what she makes out of it. And anyway, I wanted to say Macy, Becca from Chemnitz, she makes a taping of everything, and then when she does something like that, she does a live where she's on chatting with you while you watch the premiere of the video. So it's really cool. And of course, it's premiering on Valentine's Day. I'm not sure if she's going to be live with it. I think she is. I know she does that during Hanukkah, but I thought I saw it was going to go live earlier in the morning, but I'm pretty sure she'll be on with it. And so I need to watch that. And then I usually don't pull my yarn out until it's done, until she reveals what she's dyed, because she dyes on so many different bases. You're not positive what yours is going to look like, and because she does so many different pans and does the same technique, but almost every skein is different. So you're not sure what skein you're going to end up with until you open it. So I got mine on what's it called? It's not sparkly sock, but it's a different sparkle one that she was using. And my husband ended up paying for it as an early Valentine's present. So I'm all excited. I can't wait to see it, and I can't wait to share it with you guys after I do. But it won't be like a typical unboxing because I won't be opening it in front of you guys. So on that note, I'm out of here. It's almost 30 minutes. I didn't mean to go this long at all. My friend is waiting for me, and I will talk to you guys later. Please remember, as I said earlier, be safe, stay warm, and be safe. Listen to the traffic rules where you live. Right now, we are in code orange, which means it's a watch situation, but they may be moving it to red tomorrow. So be careful. I know my husband, he's working at the hospital, and said he's not sure when he will be back home. He may end up being there on his regular shift and being home tonight, and he may end up being there for a couple days. So just please be careful and take care of yourself. And if you have a neighbor in need, help them out. Before he left, he shoveled our driveway and walks, and he shoveled the neighbors because she's disabled. So, but and she does have to get out because sometimes she used to work at the hospital, and I think sometimes she still picks up a shift here and there. Um, but remember, you matter. You matter to me, you matter to others, and you are beautiful and gorgeous just the way that you are. And don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. And I will talk to you all soon. And if you don't hear from me for a couple days, just know it's because I'm not feeling well, and I will be back just as soon as I can. And oh, I forgot really quick. I would like to do it over this time, but I'm not feeling well. But how would you guys think about having a crochet along? Um, on the weekends is always good for me. I don't know how things are with you guys. And if this even sounds appealing, but I won't do it unless a couple people say, yes, it sounds good. And if you would like to have a crochet along, I'm not talking about me going live on here and all of us crocheting together. What I am talking about is all of us getting on webcam together and doing a crochet along. I have another group that I belong to. We try to do that once a month. Um, because that's all the person who's in charge of it has time for. I have been trying to get a group of people together and I haven't been able to yet. So I'm going to check with you guys now. I would love to get a crochet along going and do it maybe once a week or every other week. And if you think that sounds like fun, I mean, because I've done it a couple times in the other group and you meet people that you've never met before. You know, nobody cares how you're looking and stuff, so you don't have to worry about that. But we just get on and crochet and we can talk about what we've been doing. We can, if we're having a problem with one, you can ask questions, just talk, sit and talk. I've never been able to go to a crochet group around here because they didn't have them when I had the time. And then I had my daughter, or I couldn't find one when I was younger. Then I had my daughter, and then she took up all my time, and I would crochet here. And then I started working, and all of that is hard on somebody when they've already got an illness that they're dealing with. And then I got sick, and I've been homebound, and sicker, and I've been homebound, and we found out I had my chronic pancreatitis, which you didn't know what it was before, but I was dealing with all that pain, and I was trying to crochet to help with the pain, but I can't get out of the house now to go to a crochet group. So I would love to get one going. Just let me know if you're interested. And if you are, let me know one of two things. Whether you would want to try and do it on Facebook where you guys all friend me and I give you my information of like my everyday name, and then I can go on and start a group chat where we all just do it on Facebook, or if you would like to do it on Zoom, because I do have a Zoom from my direct sales days. It's not one I pay for, it's a free one, but I do have my own Zoom link as well. So let me know down below. Hopefully you guys have watched this to the end. If not, I will try to remember to bring it up earlier in my next video. But that was a point that I wanted to say. See, this is what happens when I don't plan my videos out. I need to use my planner and start doing that. Not felt good, so I have not touched it since. It's been sitting right over here since I showed it to you guys the other day. But it is where I can see it glaring at me saying, use me, use me. So that is one of the next things on my list. That and starting my classes in my Crochetpreneur class that I have been paid for, and I really haven't had time to sit down and take the classes. So those are my next two big things on my list, my planner and starting a class, which actually tomorrow I'm going to start doing a class. I'd wanted to a couple days ago, but I've just been too out of it. So hopefully I will be with it enough to be able to do that tomorrow. On that note, good night. You matter. Stay safe. And you are gorgeous. And I will see you later. Later.